Hello everyone and welcome back to OMSI2 on ZZ9's Transport, and if I sound a little bit tired during the recording of this video, that's because I can assure you with 100% accuracy that I am. So there you go, getting any excuses out of the way immediately, but we are here today on version 5 of Lincolnshire by Mr. Moose. It's finally time for version 5, and you know what that means? We're going on the Ordsall loop of the 47, the Retford Town Service. This is what was added in version 5, or one of the things that was added in version 5 to complete the Retford Town Service. It's a little half-hour journey around Ordsall, and we're going to do it because, well, that just makes a whole load of sense, doesn't it? So the vehicle we've got, we're looking here, I hope I haven't taken this out before, but again, you know, excuses and all that, is this Voith gearbox B9TL Gemini Lothian SN08 BXV number 905. A repaint I found on Fellows Film and just thought, why not? It's on a shorter version what they actually have because there's no Lothian spec available yet. So we just have to make do with it. You can sort of see the front. I've immediately parked it into the stance because that just makes sense. And you don't have a reg on the front of you for some reason. Is that just a white texture moment? What's going on with this thing over here, this E400? Let's take a look at the reg. And we're going to find... Actually, genuinely... Oh no, I can see it. Oh, that's just confusing. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, not a bother because all that matters is our lovely Gemini, which has got all of its textures intact and in working order. So we're just going to get started straight away with this. We're not going to waste any more time. Here's what the inside of this looks like. I'll link to the repaint as always. You know the drill, but let's get this thing on. Let's wait for the dash to all do its thing. We'll put this into speedo and things mode. We'll lower it. We'll leave the doors for now, but we will do 1, 2 and 3. We'll hopefully get reasonably quick with this, and we will see what the Ordsall extension is like. Been on it a few times off camera already, quite like it, so we shall see it again. What's the thing for this? Is it 3160? It is, look at that. Isn't that just absolutely brilliant? And we shall set up the display with route number 47 and 47 Ordsall, because that's where we're going next. Doors open.
Hi.
Welcome on board the bus that
Hello,
is being driven tired, so that's slightly suboptimal, but it'll be okay.
What?
Oh, hello.
All will be well. Now, one thing I will just quickly mention, if I just hold on, there we go. One thing I will quickly mention is this map doesn't currently come with Master Switch and Studio Polygon files by default. There's that thing there. But wow. Don't prove me wrong that this thing's gonna just not work. Hang on. You behave. Behave, Gemini. You literally worked on the not in service blind. What's up with you? Hold on. I need to do some things because it's now going to just disprove my theory that it wants to work. Alright, hang on. If I do this... Okay, the front display's not working. Oh, now it's working. Right, come on. Ordsall, give me it. Hey! Right. So, apologies for that. The OMSI being OMSI, I'm just going to put that down too. So yeah, the map doesn't come with HOF files by default, but I threw these together, and you can download them on Felsum as well. Put a link if I remember. I hope I remember. I've got a lot on these next 2 weeks. I hope I remember when I set this video up. I really do. Right, but there's your display. So it does work, so don't worry about that. All is under control. Let me just do that. Should get rid of the little E400 stuck behind as well. And then we can get on the move, loading AI. Any more people to join us? I don't think so. So, we shall do this. And we shall just get straight on the move, because that's what we need to do. Oh, not going back quicker than I thought. Just like that. There's a E200 MMC there on the A route, which just goes anti-clockwise around Hallcroft. Well, not anti-clockwise, it just takes a slightly different route around Power Hallcroft. I think in real life they'd sort of do different things in Ordsall now as well, but that happened too recently to be implemented into this version of the map. But anyway, let's get going and see how long my commentary can hold up, shall we? That's going to be the most intriguing part of this, probably. So, the first thing we do is we turn right out of here, which is slightly different from normal. And you go left for Hallcroft. These parked vehicles are so annoying. I think we're okay, let's go for it. Why does the road feel like it's just a little blue? I don't know, I'm just seeing things probably. And what I will do is once we get round this corner over here a bit, I might just get a sneaky little quick screenshot, because why on earth not? Also means I've taken care of that immediately, which is very, very nice. So if I just stop the bus, where do I want to stop it? If I stop it right around there, I think that'll be a good spot for a nice little screeny, won't it? That'll do just fine. That'll do just fine, won't it? So what we'll do is, that's a bit close. We'll go slightly less. I like how the game's paused. You can still hear the chimes. That's just funny. Hold on. There we go. All done and dusted. Let's go. So all of this area of map is new to version 5. Fed Up Express, of course. We love them, don't we? Oh. Okay, bus. We're not turning the engine off here. We're just moving forward slowly. Make it. Oh, why are you there? You're going over the lines. That's very inconvenient. I'm trying to get round without hitting the curb, and you lot are just over the lines. Got a Marshall's bus passing us here on the inbound 37 from Newark. I think we'll see that as we turn as well. With the E200 MMC.
Oh, hello.
Haven't had the chance to convert the AI list in this to use master switch displays, or I would have done it just there. Because the HOF files I made are also for master switch displays, including the Yorkshire Counties buses, which don't see as much attention these days. Always nice to keep them relevant, though I do like a good drive of them from time to time. Even though they're a little outdated, they're still a nice drive. Realistically, even though they are outdated compared to their what am I trying to say? See, this is what happens when you have had a day of a lot of doing things. Even though they are not the newest versions of their bus types, they are still a nice drive, and I enjoy driving them. So there you go. Okay, we're getting off very quick here. Try and keep the engine volume a little bit low, because this is quite a loud bus. If you haven't already gathered that, which I'm sure was like completely obvious immediately. Thank you for travelling on the bus service. Not going to bother with pressing the alight button because I've already lost track, and quite frankly it doesn't really make a difference for a simple video drive anyway. nice and cruise along. We're not too worried about the timings. There's points to make time back, so that's all good. Whinnymoor Lane. So also new for version 5, there's a few changes elsewhere. The 95 route no longer has Queen Elizabeth High School working. It also has some short workings to and from Bowl Village. At the start and end of some of the duties, I believe it is. So like the first and last journeys of the day are worked to or from Bowl Village, and then you're not in service runs are also like to and from Bowl Village, of course. A couple of short workings there. The 103, of course, the sort of big flagship change, I'd say, alongside this part of the Retford service, is the 103 now runs all the way through to Lincoln on a number of its runs. That is the full 103. The full sort of main journey you would take for Lincoln. So you've got full runs, Scunthorpe to Lincoln, Lincoln to Scunthorpe, and you've also got a few random short workings in there. I think there's Scunthorpe to Hemswell and the return, and there's also the occasional short working just to Curtin as well. Curtin and Lindsay that being, of course. 100 and 101 are the same. Park Springs routes are much the same. 367 is still going, but the one thing that has been removed from the version, it's only because of technical reasons, is the 107 Gainsborough to Lincoln. It's just due to how much there is going on at Lincoln now with the 103 going there as well. It just didn't quite work out at the moment. And there might be a couple of AI buses around there now, but don't quote me on that because I can't remember off the top of my head. I've only done the 103 once in its entirety so far, so I can't remember that specifically. This is quite a tight bridge, isn't it? Fortunately, we are leaving enough of a gap to not take out half of the bus on it. We got anyone getting off here? No, so we will just slowly roll on past because we don't need to worry about speed at the moment. Yeah, so I think the 107 will come back in a future version. I think it's just need time to figure out the technical side of things with that, and then we can maybe hope to see a return. Still in the HOF file because it didn't really need to be removed. It is technically still there, you can still make buses show it, but passengers won't board it, and it's really just there for show. I think the route guidance arrows are also still in place for it for the most part. Just because why change those things when A, it might come back, and B, it's not really necessary to change those things as well if they don't really need to. Like, it's not like you're going to be confused by the 107 guidance being there, it's not interfering with other routes. So that's fine. I think I've covered just about all the changes. I think there may be a couple of minor timetable alterations on a few things, but that's okay. These things happen, you know. Operators in the real world changing their timetables. Those changes get reflected as best as possible in the OMSI world. Hang on, let me just make sure I can see what I'm doing. I can see what I'm doing here. That's all fine. We'll just pop the time forward here because we have a little bit in hand. There we go, let's just pop this forward. Currently on West Hill Road, and I can confirm there is a hill. This I can confirm. If I look at the compass, minus 20.1, okay, well maybe not quite west, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it because there's a hill. Hold on. Let's just do that. We're about to go into Welbeck Road, which is sort of... No, it's not really where it sort of starts to loop, because I've already been running parallel with the thing the whole time, but... It's sort of always a sort of landmark for me, mainly because you've got people from that stop over there that sort of make motions to get on, because it's the same display all the way around, because it's just a circular. But it's okay, because they'll be served when we get back. Just got to do the going around this area first, and then that's fine. So we've got the Heron just over there. It's actually got some tables outside it, which is very nice. You've got a Spar shop with a Google Maps artifact by the looks of things. Go too close to the edge in case there's something on the way. There is not. Sycamore Court. Alright. People are eager with the stop belt today, not messing around, I'll tell you that. But the 47 and 47A now use two buses on here. We've got one, which is this one, that does all the 47s, and the other one that does the 47As. One of them, I forget which, stays on longer than the other to do evening runs as a 47. Can't remember, and I'm not about to cancel the duty to try and find out. Because we have a service to run, of course. Some houses down there. And as always with Mr. Moose's Lincolnshire map, there is absolutely no problems with the performance, even with this resource heavy bus. Alright, I'm just going. I'm going. You're far enough away that I can sneak through with minimal disruption to your speed. Technically not how that works, but that's okay. I mean, I didn't really need to because I'm going to run early, but whatever. I'll just go along nice and slow at around 2025 and that'll be fine. I could have said 2026, but I'm below 25, so that wouldn't be accurate really, would it? And we appreciate truth. Truth is a good thing. Up and over. We are running early now, as I predicted. Next stop is Ordsall Park Road, which I think is like sort of the unofficial midway sort of, not necessarily terminus, but it's like sort of the major timing point halfway through the route. Hold on, we've got a car here. We can just sort of sneak in here. There you go. So if there was like multiple blinds for this route, which there officially isn't, could be doable, but it doesn't really matter. But if there was like another blind for this route for the return journey, this is where I would imagine it would be switched, because this sort of feels like a natural halfway point. Now, because you get a bit of extra time here, and it just sort of feels like it. It's just how it feels to me. So you know, whatever that's worth, if anything. Let's just put it forward a little bit, see if anyone else wants to join us, and they don't, so let's go. Ordsall Park Drive. Silver Street. Can just run it nice and gently. We don't need to make this bus work hard. It is 18 years old after all. Although that said, the real one is no longer with Lothian. It hasn't entered service yet, but it's with J&B Travel, along with sister vehicle 906 SN08 BXW, which has entered service.
Hello.
I think mainly on the 41 is what those are doing at the moment. It used to be Lothian B9s on the X1, but since the Evo SETI came in, that doesn't really happen anymore. And they've also got, at the time I'm recording, an ADL Enviro 400 demonstrator doing some X1 as well. Which tells me that I don't think they're quite ready to commit to something electric on that yet, which is fair enough. It's a motorway run, you kind of need the top speed of that, and there's some electrics, cough cough Yutong E10, that really suffer in the top speed department. Oh dearie me. Okay, avoided. Yutong E10s. Low capacity, low top speed. Truly an incredible machine. Anyway, doesn't matter because we've got this lovely B9TL right now, so haha. Just slowly go along here, probably not long from running early again, but that's okay. It's nice and easy. Bumpy road. Bang on time. That's sort of how it is with Lincolnshire. Sort of timetables are such that if you do absolutely go for it everywhere, you're gonna run like early by miles. You just take it steady. Just give the bus a nice easy run, you'll find yourself keeping pretty much spot on to time. At least you won't have to advance it forward too many times to stay on schedule. There are a few points which seem quite a bit more forgiving than others. And it's the case with every timetable really. There's only so much you can do to approximate it to the real world conditions. Oh, here's a Lincolnshire special. What did it say? What's that song again? You spin me right round? Yeah, I don't think you're going to get very far doing that, sir. Let's just, we'll just leave him to it. I don't think there's anything we can do to help. Or is he doing an impression of bus wheels, but in the slightly wrong orientation? We'll go with that. Let's go with that, because somehow I can come up with that despite being of slightly less energy than I otherwise would usually be when recording one of these, so yeah, fair enough.
Hello, lad.
Welcome on board the bus service. I imagine that statement to be way more complex in my head before I said it, and then I just forgot all the complex stuff I had for it. Oh, we've got another on the spot. Turn around on the spot constantly, yep, sure. Yeah, it's being a busy few weeks for me is what I'm gonna say. Like, there's been one lot of things has happened, one lot of things is in the process of happening, and another lot of things will happen. So that's something. This transit's lucky I wasn't going faster. There could have been a situation Fortunately, no situations, so that's fine. Make this right, back past the heron. And here comes the awkward hill, which you can't see if you're clear on the approach. Yeah, we're clear enough to start at least. Make sure we get back over in time, which we did, so that's good. And here we are back at Welbeck Road again. The person who was here previously has been replaced by two others, so clearly the person who was here earlier has decided, you know what, we'll just take a taxi or walk or something, I don't know.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
At least I think that's what happened. I hope I'm not misremembering who was there before. That would be of the slightly suboptimal situation type. Gonna make this before that red car. I'm gonna go for it because otherwise I'll be here forever. I don't want to be here for absolutely forever because this is already 26 minutes. And stop. Get a bit of fast acceleration off this one. Okay, personal space here too, you're walking inside of each other. Got to love OMSI. Passengers, people, buses, whatever. Very, very silly. Always putting on a show of unparalleled unusualness. That's what we're calling it, unparalleled unusualness. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Anyone getting on at Farmview? There is not. We've got about 8 more minutes-ish left of the run, maybe slightly less. No one on at Church Lane. We're not far away, going back over that slightly narrow bridge. By not far away, I mean it's literally right here. So I was factually accurate. Just take it cautious. That's just about enough room. Could technically go up to 40 here, but we don't need to. Otherwise we'll just run super early again. We'll just hold it at around 30 and that'll be perfectly acceptable. Head back along here, back to Retford bus station, and maybe see that Marshall's E200 MMC along the way. White House corner, and we can make this left. With no no one getting on or off, we simply continue. And we're already getting very early, so that's just gone well, hasn't it? See how early we end up here. May just have to pull in at the next stop after this one or something and let the time go by, otherwise we're going to be a bit early, which would be a bit silly, but that's the power of being able to make the time go forward. Journey still takes the same amount of time for you watching, but in the world of the OMSI passengers, the service runs to time the whole time. Fortunately, we've got people getting on here we can use as a reason to stop. So there we go, let them on.
Oh, hello.
What?
And you'll simply go like this. Anybody else? There is not. Nice and slow for this, otherwise we'll just be early immediately again. Why are these stops so close together? I don't quite understand this. This seems very close together.
Hi.
Like even for some of the shorter gaps that I've seen, that's quite a short one. Alright. I think we're still almost running early, so we'll just keep an eye on that. I should only have a couple more minutes left of journey to do. Next stop's down here by Little, there's the Marshalls bus. Heading back out to Newark. What's the reg of it? I never quite checked. SL67HYR. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's anything significant to a real operation, or if that is actually one that company has in real life. I don't know. All I know is it's on that bus right there, so I read it and said it. But we are now approaching Retford bus station. We've just got to pull into stance B. At this point, we'll give it a bit of that, because why not? Go around the corner. And we will simply stop right around there. And there we have it. That is the Ordsall loop on Lincolnshire version 5. Let everyone off. Got a bit of a difficult view to really see the bus here. I'll go there. That'll do. We'll zoom in a little bit. That'll sort of, kind of do, I guess. It'll do enough. This is somewhat reasonably okay given we're in a stance. In fact, you know what? What we'll do, we'll come off the duty. Come off the duty and we'll park it elsewhere. We'll park it elsewhere we can actually see the front. Why not? do is we'll park it away in the corner over here where it's out of the way. Not technically an official stopping point, but what does it matter? For the purposes of the outro of a video. So here is our bus having done the Ordsall loop. With that all being done, let me know what you think in the comments, of course. You can download Lincolnshire version 5, it's on Fellows Film, because the Fellows Film uploading issues have all been resolved, which is absolutely brilliant. So, download the map, the bus, there's obviously a payware bus, repaints on Fellows Film, off files on Fellows Film, and I think that's all the things I need to link, probably. But with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video. You know what to do if you have, because every YouTuber always says it, so I don't need to repeat it to you again. You've probably heard it 100,000 times by now. Maybe slightly less, but close. But with that being said, thank you so much as always for watching. I hope I didn't sound too tired, and I'll see you for the next random bus on another random route, whatever that may be. You know the deal. We're going to get that display off, we're going to finish, and I need a rest. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.